Welcome back, students. In our previous tutorial we designed this crystal report from the scratch, and today we will do three more things to finalize this report. That you see, this gender column is showing M and F for male and female, and this M and F letters are coming directly from the database. So what I would like to display the proper word male instead of just M, and I'd like to replace this F with proper word female. And in the next step we will calculate the number of months and the number of days to calculate the experience of the employees depending on this appointment date column. In the previous tutorial we calculated the experience in terms of years here, and we will learn this in our another tutorial when we'll calculate the ages of the employees on depending upon this date of birth column. So let's okay, and in the end we will calculate the total, the grand total of this salary column, and total depending upon the departments. For each department we will calculate the total of these salaries column. So let's start with working with this gender column. This is the designer, and you see this is our gender column, and I'd like to remove this gender field from here and put a formula field. So first let's first create the formula. Right click on the formula fields here, click new, and say the name should be gender 1. Click OK. So this is our formula editor, and I'll write just a simple formula. Just say if this gender is equal to M, then display male, else if not M, then display female. So check the syntax, so no error found. Okay, so this is a simple formula. I hope you understand this simple code. And now save and close, and you see now this gender 1 formula appears here. I'll drag and drop it here. So just replace this and bring this formula here. Okay, just format this heading a little bit. Alright, save the report, and now come back to the viewer and refresh this, and you see this gender column is now showing proper words male and female. Okay, and let's format this a little bit more. Right click here and edit text object, and I don't want that. Sorry. So this one is okay. Save it. So now let's calculate the months and days. So I'd like to copy and paste one formula for the months. So right click here and new, say just M as a formula name, and this is the formula. And let me tell you that there are two types of formulas syntaxes. Number one is crystal syntax, and number next is basic syntax. My formula is using this basic syntax, and this is a variable declaration. I declared a variable appointment, and the data type is date, and I stored our this field date of appointment in this variable, and I took another variable dt as date, and I stored current date. It's a formula, it's a function of crystal report. I stored the current date in dt, and then I took the years as number, and I subtracted appointment date from the current date in terms of year, and I stored this the result of the subtraction in the years variable, and I took the months variable, and I subtracted appointment date with the current date uh, and in terms of month, and then I subtracted this years from this month formula and multiplied by 12. And I'll explain this coding a little bit more in my another tutorial when I'll teach you how to calculate the age of the employees. So let's just copy and paste in your program this formula and check the syntax. So no error found. Okay, save and close. So this is the formula we just created, and I will drag and drop it here, oh sorry, in this proper place, and decrease this size and say the center align, save it, and refresh. Now you see this is the number of months. So if you say that 0 means that if an appointment date is 1st January 2012, so if we compare this appointment date with with the current date 16 Jan 2015, so we know that if we subtract 2015, we subtract 2012 by 2015, so we have 3 years of experience, and the January and this January means 0 months. So but let's format this number so that we don't want these decimal places here, and we don't want this minus sign here. So how we'll do it, just right click here and format object. You see here there are some number formats, so I'd like to select this one and click OK, and then save it and refresh it, and now you see the month is showing in proper format. So we can say that if an employee was appointed on 4th of May 2013, that his experience is 2 years and 4 months. And now what about the days? So let me introduce a new formula, and we will put this new formula here. So let's right click here and click new and say formula name just D or whatever, and I have this simple formula here, and don't worry about this, is not complex, this is very easy, and I am planning to explain in detail in my another tutorial where I will calculate the ages of the employees according to their date of birth. So anyway, so this formula is calculating the number of days depending upon the this employee's appointment date. So let's check the syntax. Sorry, so as I told you that this is the basic syntax. Alright, and now check the syntax, no error found. Save and close, and put this formula here, and I don't want this automatic heading, and bring this to center. Format object, take this number format, click OK, save it, and now refresh your report to see the number of days. Now you can see that today is 16th of Jan 2015, and take this date as an example, that 1st of Jan 2012. So according to this date, this employee has experience of 3 years and 0 months and 15 days. You see this 1st of Jan and today is 16th of Jan. So this is the accurate experience of the employees. And I will teach this method when I'll calculate the ages of the employees according to this date of birth. So now in the final and last step, I am going to calculate the total grand total of this salary column. So let me show you how to do it. It's very simple. Come back to the designer view. This is our field, salary field. I will just right click here and I will insert. Sorry, I think you cannot see it, so let me just bring it here so that you can see it. So right click and insert, and see there's an item summary. I will click it and you see choose the field to summarize, of course employee salary, and calculate the summary. So I want sum, and summary location should be report footer. Alright, everything is okay, and click OK. So now you see that a field appears here, and it is in the report footer. So let's click it and format it a little bit, like put some, okay, select this number format, this one, so that we don't want these decimal places, and say the border, use this background and use this color. Oh, it's not good, say yellow. Okay, yellow is fine. And what about the border? Say you want this left border and right border, top, bottom. Okay, and check if it is in bold. Alright, okay, now save it. So we will move to the and just reduce the height of the report footer. And I told you earlier that report footer is the section which appears just once in the report, at the end of the report, in the last page. So we will save it and come back to the browser and refresh the browser first, then we'll move next to the next page from here. Or you just write, you know that there are 10 pages. So this is the total, the grand total of the salaries. So this is the grand total of the whole organization. And now come back to the designer. What I want now, I want to calculate the salary for each department. So what I will do, I will just right click here and insert. You see this running total. I will click this running total, and this is the dialog box to create running total field, and just say the running total name should be total salary, and the type of summary should be sum. There are some more options. I want to sum this, and see this is I will tell you this evaluate, but today I'll tell you the reset option, and I want to reset this total on change of a particular group. When I click it, it will show me the group present in our report. So there is only one group at the moment, the department name, and I would like to calculate the salary, the sum of the salary for each department. So I'll select this and click OK, and now you see this appears here, so on the wrong place. Alright, so just bring this here, click on the heading. I don't want the heading, just click it and delete it. And what about this Alright, so I would like to place this group footer section 1, the group footer of the department name. So just click it. I'm sorry, what happened? I actually drag this salary field. Okay, this salary field should be on proper place here, and this is our total. So I want total on the group footer here, and let's format it. Select this number, format, and font should be bold, and the border, say just top border should be double, and that's it I think. Okay, save it, and now come to the browser and refresh the browser. Now you see this is the first page of the report, and you see this appears here, and this is the total of the salary, the sum of the salaries of administration department. And what about the development department's total? So it's here, and I'd like to use the comma separator. So come back to the design and click on the running total field. Just right click here, format object, and I used this number format. Rather I would like to use this one with the comma, and save it, and just refresh our report. Now you see, now you can understand the numbers proper way. So this was the tutorial for the moment, and I'm planning to make a tutorial of creating and working with cross tab in Crystal report. So I hope you understand, and we'll learn some more formatting in my next tutorials. So I hope you like this tutorial, and see you in my next tutorial. Thank you very much. Bye.